Hi guys, I am Kylie from Create Your Dream Life, and I am going to guide you through a 5-minute meditation, that's my dog Simon, to view your future self. So I invite you to come to a comfortable seat or maybe lay down. You're going to start to sit up nice and tall, so take your shoulders over top your hips, your ears over top your shoulders, and then imagine if you were to draw a straight line from the crown of your head through the throat, through the heart, through the pelvis, that it would be nice and straight, no squiggles. All right, we're going to get started. Close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I invite you to welcome in just this level of softness. Just one time on the inhale, roll your shoulders up to your ears, squeeze them together. And then on the exhale, drop them back and down, and then give the right shoulder permission to soften and the left shoulder permission to soften as well. Good. And now, whenever you're ready, as you're dropping deep within yourself, begin to observe the breath. At first, not trying to change, not trying to judge. Just begin to observe. Notice where the breath naturally goes, where the breath naturally stops. And then when you're ready, start to take control of the breath and start to deepen your inhales nice and slow. Fill up completely. And then completely release on the exhales. Make sure you're not holding on to anything. Good. Deep breath in. Complete breath out. Big breath in. Complete breath out. Good. And now in your mind's eye, I want you to stay with that breath, but in your mind's eye, imagine that you're in your absolute favorite location, that you just pick up your body and plopped yourself in your favorite piece of land. Can you start to paint the surroundings in your mind? What does the earth feel like under your feet? What does the air feel like against your skin? Good. What does the sun feel like? And in your favorite piece of land, you start to notice that there's this little pool of water. And you walk over to that water and you pick up a stone and you plop it in, and you see that ripple go outward in that body of water. And then you plop another stone in and you see that ripple go out again, and that body of water represents you. It represents your expansiveness. So start to expand out, feel your ripple outward. Good. And then you look up from that pool of water and you start to see smoke coming from far off in the distance. And you start to zoom in, you start to focus in on what the smoke is coming from, and you see this home. And you start to focus in and notice the details of this home, and it's your future home, it's your dream home. So you stand up and you start to walk towards it, and you start to see your dream home on your future piece of land. You see what the exterior looks like. You start to smell what that area looks like. As you're getting closer, you get really excited. You start to get anxious. Good. And then you walk up to the front porch, and you know that behind that door is your future self in your future home. So you walk up to the door and you knock on the door, and if that door opens, you see your future self. Good. How does that future self greet you? Can the future self welcome you with open arms, invite you inside? Great. You go inside and you sit down and you have 2 questions to ask. You sit down and you thank your future self. You thank yourself for inviting you in. And you ask, what do I need to pay attention to right now? What do I need to pay attention to right now? Good. And then the next question to pay attention to is you ask your future self, knowing what I know now, what can I do differently? Awesome. You thank your future self immensely. You stand up and you give your future self a big hug and you walk to the door. You're not sad because you know that this place is available and it's coming. You say goodbye, you exit, and you start to walk back out, back to that pool of water. You sit back down and you just sit down and you find gratitude. Gratitude for where you're at. Gratitude for where you're going. Good. You stare back into the water. You start to drop stones. You take a big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Breath in. Breath out. And from that place, you start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Start to flutter your eyes open. Awesome. Okay, guys, so if you have a journal, I invite you to journal and to journal on those questions. What do you need to pay attention to right now? And knowing what you know now, what do you need to do differently? Everything that you desire because innately you know it's yours. So as we go throughout the rest of our day, as we go throughout the rest of the week, what are small steps that we can take to get to our future self? And from that place, I leave you. Thanks, guys. Namaste.